We're going to Morehead City in North Carolina. We're leaving Wrightsville Beach right now. We should get there around 3 o'clock today. Everyone's up. We're going up the inlet right now. Great sunrise. I just hope that not too many waves out there.
I'm Brooke, and this is Brayden. We have 2 kids and 2 dogs, Rooney, Penn, Fraser, and Captain. At 75 tons and 55 feet long, our home is different. With time being non-renewable and our home being, well, movable, around the world we go as we roam to know. Welcome aboard, Mermaid Monster. This time on aboard Mermaid Monster, we're pushing off of Southport, North Carolina, heading to anchor in Wrightsville Beach, and then on to Morehead City, which ends up being Riverdunes Marina, near Oriental, because there was literally no room in the end anywhere for us. We're so glad we found this place, and you will see why. Oh, and we met another Nordhavn 55. Their grandkids were aboard, and coincidentally the same age as Rue and Penn, so score. Okay, I have some explaining to do. While Brayden and I understand the personal complexity of our lives and the various determining factors that act as perplexing roadblocks which lead us to decisions that perpetuate the execution of our decision, I also realize that you may not ultimately understand why we do what we do. In short format, we be cray-cray and you're wondering why. If you are new here, well, hello. We left our predictable and nice life in Southern California in exchange for a very unpredictable and, what's the word that us Americans use to justify crazy alternative lifestyles? Yes, adventure. Adventurous life. There are no regrets and we have no plans to stop, but that does not mean it is easy. You see, I believe something you choose, something you absolutely love, can be both miserable and awesome. I mean, how else do you describe marriage? But in all seriousness, hard moments on a boat are not uncommon, but that endurance is a beautiful thing. Anyhow, before the pandemic hit, we had plans to be well into the Caribbean by now. But in January, we just had a feeling about the plan and we waited, and after dissecting the complex web of outcomes for us personally, it wouldn't have been a good decision to head south at this time. And you know what? That's okay. It was a hard pill to swallow, but we swallowed it, flipped the coin on its head, and headed to the north. So the next time someone asks me what our plan is, I will say a very unpredictable adventure awaits. But first, a few things that happened back in Southport.
I wasn't exactly sure what was going on, but when I had James on the boat here, he noticed that the hydraulics weren't working. I just thought they were totally normal, but he figured out that they weren't giving the right power. And we've been troubleshooting them and figuring out what's going on. And he's been able to make sure that they give as much power as they can, instead of being kind of crippled how they were. So we're readjusting all the hydraulics. And the bow thruster and the stern thruster to make sure that they give full pressure when we need them, which is huge because when you're docking, you really need that control. So we're using this gauge right here and we're hooking it straight up to the hydraulics, and we're just testing to figure out what the right tuning is of everything. I guess I'm really lucky that James was here because we're just randomly in North Carolina. We're not in Palm Beach where they normally are, North Carolina, and he just stopped by because he's taking care of another boat in the area. And I didn't figure out this problem. He just noticed it and decided, we gotta fix that, which is really handy. So he noticed that there was a problem with the hydraulics that I didn't even know existed. I just thought I had to deal with it.
And the deck shower. And what else did we do? Oh, the satellite TV system.
Yep. Yeah, we got the satellite TV system, the AC.
So why did we start messing with the thrusters anyway?
Because I asked the question about do you have to power up which?
So raising the RPM for the.
Yeah, if you power up the port engine and don't have the port engine selected,
that's right.
What would happen? Yeah. And so you wanted to demonstrate, right?
And we utilized Tony's brain power because he's the one that knows these things inside and out. But it definitely wasn't working properly, right? I mean, well.
Wait! I had no clue. I was doing some different things to make it work properly that I didn't have to do.
So what was happening?
So what was happening was that the port engine, the hydraulic pump was not coming online.
Yeah.
So when you operated the thruster, it was only running off the starboard engine. The starboard engine, the pressure from the starboard engine was helping the port hydraulic pump come online. That's why it was coming up real slow.
Yeah, and then as you did it more and more.
If we held the stick over, it would come up and it would come up and eventually it would reach full power. And that was because the starboard engine pressure was making the port engine hydraulic pump come online, but it was super slow. So once we shut the one engine down after the other and we tried to operate the thrusters off of each engine individually, we realized that they didn't even work off the port engine.
Okay.
So we had no hydraulic pressure. We had no standby pressure on the port engine. So we got in there and dialed up the standby pressure so now it could energize itself and come online. So now they're both working. And
so you're not powering it up, you don't need to do that anymore. You just
if you want to run just the bow thruster, then it'll work fine just at idle.
Okay.
If you want to run bow and stern together, you need to raise the RPMs with the little...
you can just switch it though.
The knob?
Yeah.
Without putting it out of gear and raising
it. Immediately a lot more power than that.
That's, okay.
It's the right amount of power. So, kind of interesting.
So
Thank you. You've done it again.
Move on to the next boat.
Thank you so much for coming up.
Why did I come here? Oh, just to pick Jay up.
Yeah, I came up here just to pick Jay up. Seriously, thank you, James and Jay. I always joke that James is like the male version of Siri. You can call him and ask him anything on the boat, and he will tell you immediately how to fix it. It's pretty incredible. And Jay is one of the most responsive people I know. If I have a question for him, he will get right back to me. And if he doesn't know the answer, he will find it and get right back to me. So aside from getting some stuff fixed on our boat, we also did this.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, jeez. Watch out, Pen. Watch out, Pen.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Those things are supposed to stay together. Oh, hit the grass. Where's the other one?
What happened?
When the parachute fell out.
Good job. Did you put a person on it?
No.
No.
But the parachute. Look at what it did. It's just going that way. Oh, it's that. Yeah, I know.
This is experiment number 2.
I'm just doing it for fun.
Yeah, but what's different about it?
What's different about it?
Yeah, what are we doing? Why is this one different?
It's dangerous because
it doesn't have a nose cone. Be ready. You gotta be ready to abort. You gotta be ready to run away.
Why do not need one way?
What?
I do not need one way.
Don't pull it, Pat. Don't pull the thing.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm not going to count though. Let's not count.
Okay, go. Whoa, watch out. Watch out.
All right, we woke up today and we're in Southport, North Carolina. And these guys decided that they're going to go anchor out in Wrightsville Beach. It's an identical boat. The same exact boat. Just coincidentally, we ended up right next to each other here. And we decided to go with them because they have a couple kids that are about the same age as our kids. And the kids are getting along really good. And so when we do that, we kind of keep on going. So we just left the dock and we're trying to get out of there before the boat in front of us to give them more room. And I get a call maybe about 5 minutes from leaving the dock. Mermaid monster, mermaid monster. This is the marina. Call them back, the marina. And we left our power cord on the dock. I left our power cord on the dock. I didn't put it back away. Luckily, the boat that was in front of us is going to the same place that we are, and they offered to bring it for us. So it kind of saved us some time and having to go back in. I'm just lucky they hadn't left yet. So we kind of have a little something funny going on right now. We got another of our exact same boat way back there. It's a yellow one. And then we got Jay and James, the same guy that were on our boat yesterday, which are going to be passing us in about, not long at all, in about 5 minutes. So we'll see them when they come too. It'll be really interesting to see them cruise by us. Here they are. You can see them right up there.
Once we made it through Snow's Cut, we continued on until we found Wrightsville Beach and ended up dropping the anchor there for the night in order to stage for the next day's run up to Morehead City.
An ocean, a cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences, yeah. I thought we were more alike than unlike. Monsoon rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is great inside this narrow maze.
Okay, enough of the sappy cruising. I must admit, we originally planned on docking at the town dock in Beaufort, but it turns out a fishing tournament was taking place that weekend and there was no room for two 55-foot Nordhavns to just squeeze in. But that's okay, because we wouldn't have found Riverdunes. It is a true sanctuary safe haven. As you make your approach, you would have absolutely no clue that something this quaint, beautiful, and friendly would exist right off the ICW tucked away around the corner up a river. I joke that it looks like a perfect movie set. More on that next episode, but the best part was the directions we received coming in. We followed them exact and had a perfect entrance in a very shallow area that, to be honest, doesn't look doable on a chart. I kid you not, they went as follows. When you get to buoy red number 6, you're going to keep that to port. Then you're going to go around it at about 350 degrees, up Broad Creek to find buoy 1, 2, and 3 green. Then around 3 green, you do a slow, lazy turn at about 260 degrees. Keep going until you see the white PVC pipe sticking out of the water. You want to leave that to port, but not too much to port. And then when you get to buoy number 4, you're going to do a quick 90-degree turn.
Evening, where are you located?
We are just approaching the marker that's supposed to be the green marker. Over.
Yeah, that's affirmative. Is that panel still missing?
Correct. There's something on it, but I think it's just a wooden board right now. Over.
Yeah, what it'll be is probably the backside marker. So if you're outbound, you'll see the number 1. It's a double-sided piling out there. They all are.
Yep, copy that. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Over.
Yeah, as long as you see the square board, you know that's the C1. So that's your first marker. Give all 3 of those first 3 markers, like I said, give a little berth, 30, 40 yards. And just kind of S-turn your way through, and then at number 3, make a nice, slow, easy turn to port, and come down. You'll be looking right into the sun.
Once we get past these markers, over.
Yeah, that's affirmative. Yeah, once you're coming down Broad Creek and you're heading for number 4 and you're looking for that white PVC pipe sticking out of the creek, give me a call back on 72. I'll be here in the office.
All right, copy that. We will be standing by on 7-2.
Riverdunes, maintaining 7-2.
Do you see the red? You see the green?
Yeah.
Kind of how you snake around them?
Yeah.
You're okay? Feel comfortable?
Yeah.
As always, thank you for watching. If you like what you've seen, give us a like and subscribe. We'll see you all next week.